So this is it. I leave tomorrow for a year in Europe, and I wanted to share with you everything that I'm planning to bring. I have these two large suitcases. This is the Osprey Farpoint 55, and this is the Briggs & Riley International Carryon. And I also have the day pack that goes with the Osprey 55. They're all already packed up to the gills. I know I'm bringing too much stuff. If you've done this before, you're going to shake your head and say, Christine, you do not need all these things. But I have never traveled for this long in one go, and I'm sure I will shed some things as I go and buy new things as I travel. But let me go ahead and take you through what I'm planning to bring. I have nothing in the front pocket here because I filled the inside so full that there was no space left to put anything. As you can see, it's busting open. One thing that I did learn about having a suitcase that is full of compression options. So this has these panels here to hold things down. It also has this big compression unit that you can't have extended if you're gonna go on an airplane as a carry-on because it would be too big, so you have to compress it down. The problem is, I pack very compressed to begin with. If you roll your stuff, and I also have a couple of these Space Saver bags, it already is about as compressed as it can be. So if you I tried to extend it and then put everything in, I couldn't compress it down. So the compression isn't that useful if you already are a very efficient packer. So I'm just gonna go through with you everything that I'm planning to bring in these two bags and on my carry-on. Pretty much everything is in here, except I do have a couple of things charging over there, just small things like a portable charger and my phone, but otherwise everything is ready to go. First off, I mentioned I have a couple of Space Saver bags. I just am using two. I didn't want to bring too many, but this has a few dresses in it. I brought a work dress because I may end up having to go on client sites. We have some clients in Europe that I work with, so I wanted to have a good dress for that. And then I have kind of a nice day dress and more of a fancy, if I go out to dinner somewhere, dress. This contains all of my electronics, chargers, cords. There's a couple of small tripods in here, memory cards, batteries, outlet adapters, all of those things. One of multiple toiletry bags. I was trying to be very efficient about not bringing too many toiletries because I know you can buy them when you get there. But I wanted to have at least a small shampoo, a small conditioner. So just in the event that I am somewhere where they don't have any, I will have it handy. Otherwise, I'll just buy some when I get there. Then we have mostly clothing. I have a small belt in here. And the top here is just intimates, so I won't go through that, but I did bring 14 pair of underwear and 15 or 16 pairs of socks, which I think is probably excessive, but they're mostly pretty small. I wear mostly the short socks, and then I have a couple of warm pair in there. I have a long sleeve shirt, a sweater. This is an over sweater. We have a pair of white jeans. There's a few things that I put in here just for fun because I knew that I would want to wear them. And then I have a pair of long jeans that I'll be wearing on the airplane, so I don't have them in here. But I actually only brought one pair of long jeans. I brought a pair of long black leggings as well. I have multiple tank tops because I do wear them under a lot of things. I have just a nice white tank top that's more dressy, I guess. You could wear it under a business jacket and things like that. T-shirt, more of a casual tank top here. This is more of a dressy top for going out. Long sleeve shirt, so I have two long sleeve shirts. These are the pair of leggings I mentioned. More undershirt tank tops. A casual t-shirt, which will also work as pajama tops. A couple of black t-shirts. I just tried to bring most of the stuff that I have that's black because it looks good and it goes with everything. Tank top and one more black t-shirt. And then I have more of a dressy top for going out. This is PJ shorts, prescriptions, the retainers for my braces, basically another bag of toiletries, medicines, and first aid. And then I have that portable mirror that I've mentioned a bunch of times, which is fantastic. And finally, a pair of black leggings, which will also work if it's chilly, works underneath jeans, or I can wear them for PJs if it's cold. And then in this bag, I have two pairs of shoes. So these are just a casual pair of walking shoes. And in here, I have heels and a couple pairs of sandals since they fit in there. And finally, in this bag, a small flat iron. So all of this fit into this one bag. And what I tried to do was, this bag is going to come onto the airplane with me. So I tried to put the things that are most critical for this trip in this bag, because this one is going to be checked. So in the event that anything happens to it, I'll still be pretty much okay, good to go. I'll repack this afterwards. Okay, bag number 2 here. So this one has a little bit less capacity than the Carryon, but it doesn't feel that way because it's just so large. You can just fit so much. It just feels like you can fit a lot in it. In the mesh pockets, I have an Italian phrase book. So I'm planning to go to Italy second after Spain, and I've had this book forever and I've never used it, so I feel like I should bring it with me. I have some business cards in here. So I have cards with my YouTube channel on them, as well as cards for my actual consulting business. Copies of my passport and credit cards. A purse, because I will want to have a purse when I walk around. Another splurge that I did, I probably didn't need to bring this much stuff, but I brought a wallet because I mostly use my phone as my wallet. It has one built in, but in case I need one, it's a little bit dressier. And then a small purse. When I backpacked in Argentina, I used this thing every single day. I have an umbrella. Probably don't really need that, but I'm bringing it anyway. Some scarves, which will work. They're fashion scarves as well as they're warm for the winter. This is probably the most excessive thing I'm bringing. This is makeup. I have mentioned many times that I do not wear a lot of makeup. I have a makeup bag that I just don't have over here that I'm gonna pack. That's much smaller, that also has my jewelry in it. I enjoy makeup, I'm just kind of lazy about it. So I'm hoping, since I'm gonna have some more time on my hands, that I will get more into makeup. So I'm bringing it with me, and then what's gonna probably happen is I'm not gonna get more into makeup, and I'll just be carting this around Europe with me. Or I'll throw it out. These are all the travel size things I have. So deodorant and lotion and hairspray, shampoo, conditioner. I brought 1 bottle of nail polish, sunscreen. I wear sunscreen a lot, so I did bring a couple of those. Now, since I'm checking this bag, I don't really have to worry about the sizes of these, but I just brought sample sizes because they're smaller. A hair dryer, portable, and it adjusts to the voltage, so between 250 and 125. And a flat iron, which I bought when I was in London last time, so it has a London outlet plug, but my adapters will make that easy, even if I'm in outside the UK. And this is also 240 volts, I think. So I'm not bringing my home flat iron or anything like that. I have special ones for when I travel. These are towels, so I have a bath towel and a hand/face towel in here. This is kind of silly, but I did bring a workout outfit. I am doubting that I'm gonna do a lot of working out. I may, though, do hiking, and I love to hike. So I basically just have some calf-length stretchy pants, and this has a sports bra built into it, so a workout tank top. Bathing suit. Another scarf. I have a hat and gloves since it's gonna be a little cool when I get to Spain, although I'm looking at the temperature and it looks like it might be low 60s when I arrive as a high. So I may not need these, which would be fantastic, but I brought just the smallest ones I have just in case. These are a nice pair of black heels because I brought a work dress, and they'll also look good with jeans and other outfits. This is a dry sack that you can bring if you go kayaking or you go to the beach or something. It keeps things dry, so that'll be useful for anything water related that I do. And then I have inside it the mummy liner that I've mentioned before, which is good if you end up in a hostel or something and you don't think the bed is super clean. You can sleep inside that. It doesn't take up a lot of space, so I brought it. And then I have a pair of hiking, running shoes, versatile sneakers basically. And the last bag here is another compression bag, and this has a really comfortable sweatshirt that I love, but takes up a ton of space, so I compressed it down. A nice longer dress that is black and white. You can just wear out during the daytime. The 1 pair of shorts I'm bringing because I'm going there when the weather's kind of cool. And I believe there is one other thing in here, and I'm not sure, I cannot remember from this morning what it is, so I'll be surprised when I open my bag of what else I brought. So that is everything in my 2 large suitcases. And then finally I have my carry-on. So this is what I'm going to put under the seat in front of me. So actually this is my personal item. And in it I have my voice recorder, I have some of my business cards, I've got headphones, Advil, pens, Chapstick. I have a chapstick in every single bag. And a few drink vouchers for an airline that I'm not flying on, but we'll see. They were a gift from somebody, so we'll see if I ever get to use them. They're for United. I don't know if they work on any of the other major airlines that they might have partnerships with, so if you know, please comment below and let me know. This is my neck pillow. It's not really a pillow, it's a turtle, TRTL. I highly recommend it. I just used it for the first time on my last flight, and it was fantastic, so I'm excited to have that. I just bought this book. It's called Barcelona by Robert Hughes. It's a national bestseller. It's much thicker than I expected it to be. It's about 540 pages, but I'm really looking forward to reading it because I wanted to know more about the history of Barcelona. I'm actually in the process of finishing Aldous Huxley's A Brave New World. So I'm reading that on my phone, but I wanted to have an actual book to read because I prefer to hold a book. But I often read on my phone or on my iPad just because it's easier and you can quickly download books. But I will be reading that and talking about this probably in my future vlogs. Passport and paperwork, sunglasses, hard drive, because turns out filming all these videos takes up a ton of space. So I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive. I have my gimbal in here, my laptop, my braces case, earplugs, a dog tag from my father for good luck, another copy of my passport, what I like to call my friend maker, which is the outlets that I like to use in airports and things like that because it lets more people plug in, eye mask, and a tripod, and of course my camera will go in there as well as my phone. So that, I think, is everything I am bringing for a year in Europe. And my jacket, which you can't see, but I'll be wearing it, as well as the outfit that I'll be putting on tomorrow. That will most likely end up, ooh, which reminds me, I will bring one other compression bag because that jacket is going to end up in a compression bag as soon as the weather gets nice. So that's everything. I am so excited. I leave tomorrow. My flight is in the evening time, so we'll be taking off here in the afternoon after lunch. I'll really miss my parents. I spent 4 months here in Florida. It was nice. It was lovely to see them, but I am so excited to be moving on and taking this next step. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel because now is the time. I will be recording my trip over to Barcelona. I'll be recording from the airport about how to get from the Barcelona airport into the city. I'm gonna be taking a bus. I'm gonna be recording about my Airbnb. I'm really excited to meet my host, Rodrigo. Hi, Rodrigo. And some of his family, I think, is gonna be there when I first arrive. And I will be taking this camera with me everywhere I go throughout the city and recording everything all across Europe. So please, please, please subscribe and stay tuned. So what do you think? Do I have enough junk? If you have any advice, feedback, thoughts on what I'm bringing. I know some people, when they travel long term, they end up either shipping stuff home or throwing stuff out. If you have any experiences with this, please comment down below because any type of advice is more than welcome. But I think overall, I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, this shouldn't be too awful having to do once every month or two, or even just a few weeks. I'm not really backpacking, even though I have a backpack. I'm gonna be staying in one place for good amounts of time each time I go somewhere. So I think this should be pretty manageable. What do you think? Let me know down below.